So because that child, after being exposed to the milkmaid version or the cowpox version of the pox, did not get smallpox when he was exposed, Dr. Jenner went on to inoculate 23 other people with cowpox. He'd take that pus and inject it into the skin of 23 other people, and then deliberately, after a few weeks, deliberately expose them to smallpox to make sure they were still immune to it. So he then wrote a paper, step 6, detailing his experiment, and he called this technique vaccination. This is really where that term comes from. Vaxa for cow, and that's where vaccination comes from, because he was inoculating smallpox. Over the next 100 years, vaccination was brought to the rest of the world through programs. Many scientists use similar methods from Dr. Jenner to develop vaccines for other pathogens. And this is where we developed that theory of artificial immunity. So smallpox has been eradicated in the world. There was a huge vaccination campaign to reduce and get rid of that disease completely. There were billions of doses of the smallpox vaccine given out. And that really occurred from 1950 to 1980, and really 1979 is when it was eradicated. We no longer give the smallpox vaccine because it was so effective. However, something to consider is really, this is obviously not how we run the scientific method and develop vaccines and things nowadays. We don't just inoculate small children with what we hope is a vaccine and then expose them to a potentially deadly disease in the hopes that they're not going to get sick. So not how we do it now, that's not really within the field of ethics, but it really paved the way and moved progress forward hugely.